reverse up. Shout out. Please subscribe. Reverse ups. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you get Philippine Airlines today?
I think so. Closer to 11.
Oh, 11.
Yeah. They moved it back about an hour, so I've been missing it. It used to come in right about 10, and I would catch it most days.
10 to 11 in the middle, like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
See you later again.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Honolulu. Hope you enjoyed my hype man there. Hope everyone's having a good Memorial Day, whether you're in the United States or not. So if you're not in the United States, today is Memorial Day. It's a day we remember people who didn't come home from wars. So there's several ceremonies going on today across the island and across the United States. They do a very nice thing here where they put leis on all the graves of all the soldiers. So they make thousands of leis and put them on all the gravestones. The biggest ceremony today, commemorative ceremony today, is in Punchbowl, which is the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific. It is similar to Arlington National Cemetery that most of you are familiar with. That is just outside of Washington, D.C. That is the biggest one, but there's a couple of them across the United States. This one here was founded in 1949, I believe, and it is only for people who fought in the Pacific Theater. So the Pacific during World War II, Korea, Vietnam, those things. So that's how you qualify to be in there, to be buried in there. So they're having a big ceremony. They're having a big, no, ceremony is a weird word. They're having a big remembrance there. Memorial ceremony, there we go. It starts at 8:30 local time. And speeches by several people, including the mayor, Mr. Blangiardi. And it will end with a flyover by the Hawaii Air National Guard. Traditionally, they've done the 4-ship missing man formation. I would imagine they'll do the same thing today. The military is very consistent in their inconsistency. So I'm sure they will do that again today. Usually they come from this one. The Punchbowl is behind us. Let's see if we can see it back here. Yes. So this right here, this mound right here is Punchbowl crater. That is a dormant volcanic crater. It is just inside Honolulu downtown. You can drive right by it as you drive down H1. But that's where the memorial is taking place today. And so the flyover will take place over that Punchbowl there, and it usually comes from the water, so it'll go right to left as your screen there, go over Punchbowl. So that is at 9:40 today. So thank you for that, Mark. Hope you're doing well. You got hello, Sydney, Rainbow Love, Jane. Good to see you all here. We have a Brad Ward sighting. Unfortunately, Brad, we are not driving up to the viewpoint at Punchbowl. It is a very popular thing. They actually run special buses and close some of the roads up there that you cannot even get close in a car because they have the special bus lanes. So it makes it really hard to get up there. Thank you very much, Keith. He said 9 months at the 321 level. Thank you very much. Today, keep going, Betcha. Thank you, Keith. Hello, Jen, Alan, Plain Crazy Mikey. Thanks for being here. Oh, we have a Brandon Rabbit sighting. Black Cat, Alan, Kath. Good to see you all here this morning. Mondays aren't my usual thing, but with the flyover, I wanted to make sure we were out here today. So this is a Hawaiian here. Coming in from Lehui. It just landed. We just missed it. But we'll get plenty more of these. Don't worry. That one. There he is. So in front of that United, we saw pushback. We have a Delta that's also heading off to LA with the extra X. So we have, oh, sorry, the United's heading off to San Francisco. My bad. We do have an exec jet out there. It's a Falcon 50, or so a Falcon 900, another tri-jet. And it is, okay, well, it's flight radar. It's pulling flight radar's trick. It's showing me it's on the ground right now, but it's actually way over my left shoulder. So, oh, he saw something. He saw something. He either saw some food or saw a female that garnered his attention. So let's go back to the things with wings. There's that United that's heading down to the reef runway. I'd like to thank our really good friend Steve Rogers. gifted 10 reverse ops memberships. So that is, I believe that's 30 memberships from Steve in the last few shows. Thank you very much. It's extremely generous of you. I really appreciate it. So Larry, Rich, Jal, Tropic, Big, Nick, Claire, Calvin, Aviation, Jordy, and Raymond, please join me in thanking Steve for that tremendous gift. So that will take a minute or so to get down to the reef run. We also have a 717 coming in from Maui. That is going to come in on the crossing runway. We'll get that here in just a second. That should beat both of those departures. Hello, Vegas Joe. So I don't know, other than the flyover, I don't think we're going to get a lot of military action. Traditionally, the military takes these days off. There's occasionally, you'll get ferry flights and things that have to go because of timing and stuff, but generally it's very quiet with the military on the holidays. It's kind of like a Sunday usually. Stuff that needs to be done gets done, but other stuff, normal stuff, waits for the weekday. So here is that 717. Should be there. It is. It's be coming in the crossing runway. We're going to wait over here for the Delta. I don't want to miss the Delta. We had a Mrs. Reverse Ops drive-by.
Tower friendly 22 on that 4 right. Friendly 22 on tower traffic, see if we can pull a cross runway, runway 4 right, good line. 4 right, good line, friendly 22.
Rainbow Love, I sure hope so. Alright, so that was the Delta heading off to LAX. We do have one Queen here. There it is right there. I don't see any others coming this direction. Unfortunately. I'm assuming that's because of the holiday. Cargo don't move. UPS and FedEx don't move much on the holidays. Oh, thanks, Ian. Let's see, 9:09. Okay, we should definitely still be here at 9:09. Clear filter. Huh. Oh, Patrick, what are you doing? What was the drive-by for?
I didn't think I could park.
Oh. Alright, so the next one out that I promised to make a better effort at following is this one right here. This is a 717. It's heading off to Lehue. Thanks again, Steve. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all your support of the channel. Okay, there we go. So I'd like to welcome everyone to Honolulu. Ooh, the sun is right over my head like a halo. Look at that. Oh. So thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for spending part of your, well, if you're in the U.S., part of your holiday with me. We're gonna run through the flyover. Like I said, the flyover is scheduled for 9:40, and I would imagine it's going to be very close to that. The military is definitely known for time over target, so if it's scheduled for 9:40, it's probably going to happen at 9:40, whether the people on the ground are ready or not. Yeah. Hold on. Then why'd you give it to me? She handed me the sunscreen and then immediately said, "Here, give it back to me. I need to use it." Ugh. Alright. So now I gotta put on sunscreen. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. I got sunscreen on now. Everything's good. For Singapore, 13 hours longest flight from the island. I would imagine that probably is. I don't think the only other longest one I can think of is going to Boston. And I don't think that's sorry, Mrs. Reverse Ops is making me laugh. I don't think that's 11. I think that's around 11 hours. I don't think it's 13. That's a long time. 13 hours. The longest flight I've ever been on personally was just over 11 hours. I see some of these ones that go from like Dallas to Brisbane or Dallas to Sydney, and they're 16 hours. Or some of those ones, the Emirates ones, that are 17 hours. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I like non-stops, but that's a little much. I was at DFW last year, I think, and we were going, it was when we were going, where were we going? I think we were going back here. I don't remember. I don't remember which one it was. And we were in Terminal D at DFW. We might have been going to London. It might have been going to London. And the gate next to us was an American going to China. It was going to was going to somewhere in China that I can't remember the name of. It's a really bad story, I can tell already. And so that's gonna be like a 16-hour flight, 17-hour flight from DFW to China. They announced right as they were boarding that the in-flight entertainment system was not working on the plane. So everyone was gonna have to. So if you didn't have a bunch of stuff ready on your phone, you were gonna have to sit there and stare at the back of the seat for 16 hours. Yeah, 13 hours that's Maui Dave. That's 11 hours is probably my limit. That's about as far as I want to go. But one time we did. We were flying. We had bad luck. We did a couple of. We followed a couple of Roger Waters shows in Europe one year. So we did Bologna, Prague, Vienna, and then Budapest. And so that was kind of a cluster because the flight out was supposed to be here to Dallas to Rome. But we ended up going the flights got all messed up. We had to go here to Dallas to Chicago to Rome. On the way back, we had to go Budapest to London to LA to here. So those were super long days, and I would have rather done 1 or 2 flights instead of 3 on both of those. That was a major long day. And because of the time zones and the way the world spins, that going from Budapest to here was all one day. We left Budapest for London at, I think it was like 7:30 a.m. Hungary time. Or, yeah, Budapest time. And then we got back here at like 9 o'clock at night, Hawaii time. Same day. So it was all one day. Is it just me, or does that food service truck look crooked? Maybe I don't want a food service truck to stream out of. That looks like it's leaning over to the left side a little bit. 9:40 is what I was told for the flyover. So the ceremony over there at Punchbowl starts at 8:30 and goes a little over an hour in the Wow, Heathrow to Perth. Holy cow. I'm just waiting for the technology to catch up where they could just, pull the old science fiction thing and just knock you out, okay? You're going to be on a plane for 17 hours. Here's a pill that'll knock you out for 16 and a half hours exactly. That's what I'm waiting for. I love flying, don't get me wrong, but I love the first hour and the last hour the best. The middle 8 hours they get a little repetitive. Yeah, exactly, Ian. So this 717 right here is going off to Kona, and it looks like it's gonna leave from Echo, which is good news for us because that'll mean it'll be really low when it comes over here. So hopefully that will leave at Echo. Hello, Robbie. Happy Memorial Day. Alright, so we also have one down behind this one that's going to leave full length, it looks like. That's going off to Maui. So we'll see which one they send first. Joe S., I've seen probably 7 or 8 articles about that exact topic over the last week and a half or so. Everybody's throwing in their plane into the ring. I don't think anybody knows yet. I don't even think Hawaiian or Alaskan know yet. I don't think either one of them know yet. Everybody's saying the 319 or the 220 or the 175. And then they give 20 reasons why each one of them is a bad choice. It's the 717 seems to be a perfect aircraft for what it's being used for here. High repetition, very short flights. And it looks like all the other ones that people list do not fit that category for one reason or another. So I don't know what it'll be, and I don't think we're going to know for a while. The CEO, I think it was the CEO of Hawaiian, said that they're going to try to get 100,000 landing cycles out of each one. So they're all about 80,000 now. So we got a ways before. Because I don't think Hawaiian or Alaska want to run out and buy 20 new jets right now either. So I don't know how much an E-175 costs, but they're probably not very cheap. One of the local internet-only papers. Oh, let me do this first. Thank you, Fast Eddie. Says on Memorial Day we honor those who died while serving, including my uncle, who I'm named. Oh, thank you for your uncle's service. Hopefully you have a good day and remembering him fondly. And thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thanks again, Fast City. Hope you have a good day. $46.8 million. Jeez. If I knew they were that cheap, I'd have a reverse ops plane. We could just do weekly shows from all the islands. So we have another United that's lit up. I think it's the Majuro flight. It's a 737, so it probably is. Yes, it is. So it is somewhere. Where is it at? Okay, that's probably it there. Oh, that might be the Aloha Air Cargo. That seems too far away. They both have a white nose, though. Let's see. Yeah. I wonder if it's still around the other side of this building. Good friend Jen has been here 13 months. Wow. The 321 level. Thank you very much. Says thanks for the wonderful live streams. Well, thank you for being here. I'm glad we're able to all be here together. A lot of fun for me. Party ups. There we go. Of course, if I got a E175, I'd have to limit all my road shows to Outer Island. Hello. Morning. Man, these ops guys, when they drive home on the freeway, they must feel like they're going so slow. Yeah, every story I read about Southwest is how they're hemorrhaging money out here. I do know that one of the reasons they're still doing so many inter-island flights, even though most of them are half full, is because they need to have so many flights per day to keep the gate priority, to keep their gate priority. So they don't want to give up. They don't want to decrease the number of inter-island flights. That way they would lose the gate priority for their mainland flights. Oh, VistaJet diverting to Honolulu. Interesting. We have 3 planes heading out that direction. There's an Aloha Air Cargo, probably still over to the right. This one is United and a Hawaiian. The Hawaiian is heading off. Should be flight 10. Yes, it is. Heading off to LA with the extra X. And then the United there, that's kind of banking over to the right there, turning to the right, is heading off to Majuro. Well, me personally, I don't fly them. I haven't flown them in a while. I don't fly Southwest inter-island. But I do hope they stay around because there needs to be some competition for Hawaiian. I mean, I like Hawaiian, but I don't want to have to pay $600 for a round trip to the Big Island either. So right now it's $200 to get to the Big Island. So if Southwest went away, it would probably double. That's what happened when Aloha went away. Hawaiian increased all their prices. Alright, so the Hawaiian that's over here, that's going to head down to the reef runway. Most likely the Majuro flight will as well. That's usually out there. But then again, it's all just got too expensive. Everything's got too expensive. We were gonna go and spend the weekend on the Big Island and do a couple shows from the Big Island. At least one from Hilo and maybe one from Kona, but it was just, it ended up being way too expensive. It was almost, $1,600 for the weekend for 2 people to fly over there, and then that would definitely not be made up in the revenue from the shows. So we had to pull the plug on that. That one is Hawaiian Flight 10. 6 is about probably half an hour out, or half an hour. Maybe not that far. It just lit up. So 6 just lit up. So it's scheduled for 7:50. Yeah, so it should be 10 minutes until it's gone. Our good friend Sherry has come in with much love from South Africa on Memorial Day. Thank you very much. It's kind of you. It says 717 level for 4 months. Thank you very much, Sherry. Sorry, I'm working backwards here. So Michael Walker is coming with a £5 super chat. My apologies. Says to honor all our American friends who gave their ultimate sacrifice. Thank you very much. And thank you for being a 12-month channel member. That's very, very kind. Oops, didn't mean to drop that off. Thank you very much. Alright, so the Hawaiian is at the end, so we'll get that in just a second. We'll flip a little farther over this way so I don't get distracted and miss it. Thanks again, Michael. Oh, a C-17 is on the roll. All right. Oh, it's an Aussie C-17, that's why. They don't have the day off. So we are still getting an A380 today. Last I checked, it was supposed to be here a couple minutes after 8, but I haven't looked in a while. Alright, so United to Majuro should be next. We also have a 717 there and there. That's the one that we just saw come in. The one behind it is heading off to Maui. And then there's one at the end of 8 left that is heading off to Lehue. So this is that one here. The Majuro one is on the roll, so we'll probably take that first. Oh, 30 minutes out. Thank you, Ian. It has slowed down a little bit. So we're going to flip around here and get that Majuro flight. It goes very low, very long. So we'll Thank you, Ian. So we'll keep an eye for the C-17 as we follow this 717. Let's see if we'll flip over to the other. I'm so happy I finally figured out how to change the map on ADS-B Exchange so I can see it in the sunlight. It only took me 2 years to figure it out. Hello, Adrian. Good to see you. a text message. I shouldn't get text messages on this line. Weird. C-17 is still holding. Yeah, Evil, it is a remarkably cloud-free day. There's some clouds over the Ko'olaus, but there is nothing. There's one little tiny little wispy cloud over the Waianae range. So that's over here. So that's there's one tiny little wispy cloud over here. But that is it for the entire Waianae range over there. Alright, so the C-17 is on the roll. So I think the Aussie horse has something to do with strength or agility or strength or something. I don't think it means anything specific. It's just a symbol of strength, I think. Don't fact check me on that. I'm probably wrong. Fairly positive I looked that up once. I don't know. Certificates are a very touchy subject these days. Alright, so the next one out on the reef runway should be our friend Jen's favorite plane, or favorite route anyway. Yes, it's Hawaiian Flight 6 is the next one off the reef runway. It's a 330 heading off to Vegas. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Holy cow. Even a blind plane spotter finds a Pop-Tart every once in a while. Alright, well, here we go. Give Jen a preview of what she's going to be on in a couple weeks. Alright, I think it's time to get a drink of water. We do have a 321 that is heading out to Seattle. That'll be next on the reef runway. Then we have a southwest heading out towards 8 left. It looks like I won't be long, so I won't miss either of those. I'll be right back. Huh? Oh. Oh, I didn't see that. I thought he was sick. Whoops. Where was I? Oh yeah, we were following along with the game on yesterday when we were out doing stuff. It's a bummer they lost, but it was a real fun season. I had a lot of good times at the ballpark this year. A lot of fun. But they moved to a new conference next year, so hopefully they can continue the Manoa magic. And Brad, I don't think I'll be doing a show from the Ninth Island anytime soon. Just for the fact that I don't make it there very much. I've only been there once in 20 years. And when I went, it was 114 degrees. So there was no chance of me doing a stream that day. And I haven't seen a lot of good places to stream from there. I know Cali Plains has done several streams from there, but he seems to always be shooting through a fence, and I know that's kind of ironic for me to say since they raised the fence here, but I don't know if there's a place to shoot where you don't shoot right through a fence. And he did get to shoot from the parking lot once, but apparently it was a huge ordeal, and then they only allowed him an hour up there. So, I don't know. We'll see. Time is 8:20. We should be getting really close to the A380. Yeah, it is now just off the coast of Oahu. It is the blue one today. So while we're waiting on the turtle, I'm gonna finish off what I was eating a second ago. Be right back. So we have those two Southwest that we were following a second ago are heading off to Vegas and San Jose respectively. This United, it's a 757. It is heading off to LA with the Extra X. We also have Jetstar lit up and pushing back, so that's right over here. We're going to lose Jetstar fairly soon. This one's heading to Sydney. We've already lost the Jetstar Melbourne flight. That was taken over by Qantas. Oh, looks like the A380 just turned on its landing lights, so that means it's almost close enough where I can get a good shot of it. Once it passes Iroquois Point on the map, if you're watching, that's about where I can get a really good shot of it. There we go. So Brad asked if I had the time and energy. It's more the energy, frankly, but I do not have the time to learn another language. But if I did, it would probably, I don't know, that's a tough one because Spanish would come in very handy sometimes. Here, Japanese, if I can learn Japanese, that would come in very handy sometimes. But growing up in Texas, I was always a bit annoyed with myself that I only learned enough Spanish to order 4 beers and to get my ass kicked. I'm fairly good at English. I just can't figure out why all the people in the UK just have an obsession with throwing an extra U into everything. Maui Dave, I know the brochure words, the easy ones, and I'm fairly good if I have a second to pronounce most of the words. And recognizing base words in longer words, I'm getting better at. A very simple example of that is haleakala. So it breaks down into other words, so sometimes you can figure out what they mean by knowing base words that make up longer words. So I'm getting better at that. I'm still not speaking Oelo Hawaiian, so so Dave Eastwood, that's funny. You consider it's like a Manchester accent. I can never for the life of me can I pick up a Manchester accent. I don't know what it is. Why am I killing it? Okay. That's like when I watch Think Planes. They stream out of Manchester. I have a hard time. Listening. Not a hard time listening, dude. A hard time understanding what they're saying. I figured that's why you did it, Michael. Alright, so that United 757 I think has started to roll. Yes, it has. So we're going to flip over here away from Jetstar for just a second. We'll come back to Jetstar. Alright, so we're a little more than an hour away from the scheduled time of the flyover. I don't know when the F-22s are going to leave for the flyover, but when they left for the December 7th flyover that we caught in the stream, they left about a half an hour before, so that would put it 10 after 9. So hopefully that holds true today. Back to Jetstar now. I can find it over here. Gotta be over there somewhere. Oh, there we go. So Jetstar will most likely head out to the reef runway. That's what gets me when vowels have different sounds. That's the very good thing about. That's the easy thing about the Hawaiian language. Hawaiian language has less consonants, and the vowels all are the long vowel sounds. You always say the long vowel sound. So it's once you can get that down, they're fairly easy. There's a couple of things that are confusing, like for instance, the word Hawaii. When you say Hawaii, you're technically mispronouncing the W. The W is a V sound, so it should be a Hawaii. But very few people say it that way. The only person who says it that way consistently is the announcer at the UH football games. So thank you very much, Network. Network's coming with a $3 super sticker. It looks like it's a pair giving a thumbs up. Thank you very much. That's extremely generous of you. Jetstar is not quite down to the end of the runway yet. So thanks again, Network. I really appreciate it. Our good friend and local plane spotter Ken Smith has come in. Oh, he's in Denver. All right. Good thing you made it safe there. This is Aloha from Denver, Colorado on this Memorial Day. 10 months at the 787 Honu Traveler level. That is our highest level here at the channel. So if you're wondering, Honu is distinguished or exalted or something, a high respect word. Oh, there goes Corey. Corey Chung, one of our local players. He's heading off probably to work. But Honu is paying much respect, a distinguished person. So thank you very much, Ken. Have a good rest of your trip. I think you're heading off to Pittsburgh next. So have a safe trip. Our good friend Little Momo. He didn't cut your name off this time. That's good. I'm glad I fixed that. Celebrating 6 months on this fabulous channel. Well, thank you very much for the kind words. And thanks for being a member. Our good friend and channel mod, Brad Ward, coming in with a $2 super chat, says yum. I don't know what happened to your your icon, your emoji there. Did they get your what do they call that? Not an emoji. Your picture. Let's try cycling it through and seeing what happens. Ah, there we go. There we go. It says yum. Thank you very much, Brad. Alright, Jetstar has turned on the runway. It was waiting for a Southwest to go past, so that Southwest has passed. Alright, so let's get Jetstar. So let's do a little behind the scenes. Oh. There it is. We have that. That. That does it. Next one coming in on both directions will be a southwest. One's coming from Lehue, one's coming from Hilo. The Hilo one is the one coming on the crossing runway. So I think Brad's finger is stuck on the button, coming in with a this time $1.49 hot dog. Ooh, I got double dogs, 2 dogs, another $1.49 hot dog. Thank you very much, Brad. Maybe I'll have hot dogs for lunch. That sounds good. I had a hot dog at Five Guys for the very first time. That's not mine. I was pleasantly surprised. That was for a $9 hot dog. I was actually really surprised. Okay, so here's this Southwest. Again, thank you. Oh, got more. Rainbow Love coming with a beach scene, a £1.50 beach scene. Thank you very much, Rainbow Love, our triple threat mod. Keep an eye out for her here modding and on Discord and on our Facebook group. So thank you very much. Oh, and Network is back again with another hot dog. I'm gonna have so many hot dogs here. Look at this. So thanks again, Network. Oh, and I've been look at all this mod love I'm getting today. So much mod love. Thank you very much, Jane 2. Jane 2 is another one of our great mods here. Comes in with a £2 super chat. Says good to be here. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're here too. You always brighten up the chat room. Thank you. So much mod love today. Thank you very much, Rainbow Love. Rainbow Love's coming with another £2. So I think we're about to get the fighters going out. There's some things going down the. There's some dots heading down the taxiway Juliet. So hold on a second. Our good friend Network comes in again. Thank you very much, Network. Above and beyond today. $2 cool avocado. Thank you. I think that's an avocado. Isn't it an avocado? But thank you very much. And Jonathan McD is definitely number one. Jonathan McD is coming with a 2-pound super chat. Thank you. Thank you for being a huge supporter of the channel. Alright, I want to make sure, if we're getting fighters, I want to make sure I don't miss them. So we're going to flip over here. Turn up the ATC a little bit so I don't miss anything. Our good friend Michael Walker is celebrating 16 months. Holy cow. At the 717 level. Thank you very much for well over a year of support. Thank you. That's very generous of you. So keep up the great work, Patrick. I will definitely try. Thanks for being here. Oh, it might not be. It might have been ops vehicles going down Juliet. So we'll still keep an eye out. That's the problem with the stealth fighters. They're very stealthy. Ooh, we got more mod love here. O'Malley is throwing his hat in to be number one. Thank you very much, O'Malley. I'm with a $2 super chat. Thank you. You guys are all very so kind today. Thank you, everybody. See where those dots are going. Wow, it's a mod parade and a hot dog parade. I'm definitely gonna have hot dogs for lunch, that's for sure. Thank you, Sydney. Sydney at 34 left, one of our other great mods. It's coming with a $1.50 super chat. Thank you for a super sticker. Thank you. Oh, and Network has come back again with another hot dog. Thank you. Taxi. Somebody was told to go to 8 right, and I couldn't hear who he said. But thanks again, Network, for all your support today. I really appreciate it. And our good friend Robbie Wilkins has come in with a price adjustment for the price of hot dogs in LA. He's come in with a $50 super chat. Thank you very much, Robbie. That is extremely generous of you. Thanks to everybody today. It's just been a been a fun day so far. So thanks all. Hopefully we'll top this thing off with a nice little flyover. You're right on hold. Okay. Mark T, not yet. Thanks again, Robbie. I really appreciate it. Our good friend Kathy is coming back to the 717 level. She's a local here. She's coming back to join us. It says new member, but that's kind of a generic message. But she's coming back to us at the 717. Thanks for joining us again. I really appreciate it. Kathy has stopped by the truck a time or two to say hello. It is a hot dog type of day here. Our good friend V Butcher is coming with a $1.50 super chat, or super sticker with the hot dog. Thank you very much. All right, so let's see. I think I might have missed them if they're going down the way. So we're currently waiting for the departure of the 22s that'll do the flyover. Should be very soon. We do have a Bombardier BD100 heading out there as well. I think that's going to go first. And to top off the buffet of hot dogs, our good friend Heath has brought in a ice cream cone for dessert. Thank you very much, Heath, for the $1.50 super sticker. I really appreciate it. Oh, I do see a bunch of dots now, so we should be getting the fighters right after the next departure on the reef runway. Our good friend the random spotter, who's also been out here. Hot dogs for all and certificates from O'Malley. All right. But thank you for being a 717 member for 7 months. I really appreciate it, Luke. It's always good to have you in the chat. Our good friend Brad Ward has come in with a $5 super chat. Wants to let everyone know, seriously, big mahalos to the Combiner for tuning in today. Island Kind of Streaming is best when you join us. I agree. Where is that Bombardier? I lost it against a big blue sky, but that's really not the one we're focusing on. We're focusing on the other ones behind it, so we can let the Learjet go. So thanks again, Brad. Oh, what's going on here? So So Silky Sam has gifted 1 reverse ops membership. Thank you very much. That's extremely generous of you. I can't see on my tiny screen today who is the recipient of that. So, but please join me in thanking Silky Sam. It's extremely generous of him or them. So it looks like the 4 F-22s are lined up and waiting on 8 right. Got all kinds of ops cars down there. What's going on? Our good friend Aloha Mike is coming with a $100 super chat. That is amazing. Thank you very much. Might as well jump in for my 12-month anniversary too. All right, congratulations on that, and thank you for being a 12-month member. And maybe we can honor the memory by working together to build a better, safer world and supporting those who continue to serve our nation. That is, I could not, there's no way I could have said that better. That is amazing. Thank you very much, Aloha Mike. All right, so they got 1 more. They're waiting to come in crossing. The Mai Tai is lining up on the end of the runway. I'm really blown away by all the support today. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks again, Mike. I really appreciate it. All right, so the 22s just got their clearance to go. Trying to get a second camera lined up just in case I screw up and miss the shot. Alright, so to get the good shot, I need to switch the camera around a little bit, the main camera around a bit, so just give me a second to do that. We still have a little bit of time, so probably about 30 minutes, 35 minutes till the schedule of it. But we'll keep following those guys. Oh, they just disappeared. We'll keep an eye out for those F-22s. Alright, so everything is ready, I think. So we just got to keep an eye out for those. Oh, one of them is back on. That's good. Just got to keep an eye out for those F-22s coming in from the south. So they're going to fly from the south, water side of Diamond Head, and then they'll come up over the city and then over Punchbowl. So the schedule I saw said it was right at 9:40. The last year it was at 9:40 and some change. So sorry, I'm just trying to make sure everything is good. This is the Hawaiian. This is the Hawaiian Dreamliner here. I don't know where these are coming from nowadays. Is it still coming from LAX? I don't remember. So as you can see, I had to switch the camera from over here to over here because I'm shooting that way for the Punchbowl. So I had to switch everything around. So I think we're all good now. I think we're all ready to go. We just got to make sure we don't miss it. That's the important thing. Yeah, so as long as that one keeps his transponder on, I think we'll be okay. Well, let's make sure that camera, this camera, okay. Couldn't ask for a more beautiful day for this. Holy cow. Aloha, Don. Thanks for tuning in. When back in December, when they did the flyover of Pearl Harbor, so Pearl Harbor is over to our right, in kind of behind this picture here. So the flyover was right over there somewhere. There's the tower for Hickam in the background. But it was a much more humid day that day, and you could actually see the trails off their wings as they were leaving contrails out as they were doing circles out there. It was pretty cool to see. What is that? I don't want that. I want that. Okay. This is a Hawaiian 321. I thought they got rid of the Dreamliner going to Phoenix. I thought they pulled it out of there, and it was going. One of them was going to New York, and the other one was going to L.A. with the extra X. But then they were going to switch that around, and everybody's. It's one of those things. They haven't officially said anything, but everybody's got their opinion. Lots of people think they're going to pull them off and do the Tokyo run from Seattle. Some people think they're going to pull them off and do Seattle to Europe. Some people think... I talked to somebody who said they were going to repaint them in the Alaska colors. So, who knows? Who knows? I'm sure they know. But they're not telling anybody. The main problem is I lost track of them because that's the only one now that comes in my show. All the other ones come in later usually. Oh, that 321 we just saw was the old Moana 2 livery. They pulled that off of there. The 330 still has Moana and The Rock on it, but they've taken the other ones off. They're not replacing them with Stitch, but they're adding Stitch, Lilo and Stitch. The plane guy, it'll be 4 F-22As from the 199 Fighter Squadron of the Hawaii Air National Guard. They are going to do a flyover of... They're doing a Memorial Day ceremony at Punchbowl Crater, which is that crater right here, that ridge line you see right in front. That is a dormant volcanic crater. It is home to the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific. So it is a national cemetery similar to Arlington National Cemetery in just outside of DC. It is specifically for people, service members who perished in the Pacific Theater. So it's only for people who perished over here. So namely World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. I don't think it's exclusive to those by any means, but that's what it's for. The cemetery was dedicated or opened in 1949 on this day, I believe. So let's double check that. Oh, I think it was yesterday. Oh no, it's 19. Oh, I think it was yesterday. It was declared. It opened in I think it was 1949. I don't have my notes. So we are about, if they follow the timeline that they published, we're about 20 minutes away. Oh yeah, Maui Dave. I forgot about him. Well, actually, I didn't forget about him. I just forgot that he was buried there. It's hard to forget about him around here. We're standing next to the airport named after him. If you're walking through the airport, like I mentioned a second ago, the airport here is named after Daniel K. Inouye. He was a longtime senator for the state and territory of Hawaii. He passed away, 10 years ago or so. Maybe a little less, but the airport was renamed in his honor. And if you're going between, if you're in Terminal 2, going between the C and E gates, right where the D gates are, there's a really nice little display with some artifacts from his life. It's really cool. You stop by. It's just there between, right about the D gates. So the next one coming in is a Hawaiian. It's coming in from SFO. So we'll flip around and get it. Well, that's neat, Maui Dave. I never got to meet him. I did meet Senator Akaka once. We had a very nice, rather long conversation about where he was on December 7th, 1941. It's kind of interesting. He was at Kamehameha Schools. He was a student at Kamehameha Schools, and back then Kamehameha Schools was a military academy, and it was not up on the hill where it is today. It was down where the Bishop Museum is. So he said he watched the attack from the roof of the what is now the Bishop Museum. And then because it was a military academy, after later in that day, they had all the students grab their rifles and go up to the ridge line of the Ko'olaus behind the school to keep a watch out for Japanese soldiers coming over the Ko'olaus. Did anybody see the flyover at the Indianapolis 500? That was rather impressive. Also, that flyover at the air show in Miami, was it the air show on Miami Beach? Where they had the, was it A10, a 16, a 15, a 35, a B-52, a B-1, and a B-2, all in a formation? Is that, am I, that was pretty cool. Oh, nice. I'm still, aloha, Mike. I'm still waiting for them to put the tickets on sale for the air show here. I haven't heard anything about that yet. Yeah, that Corey is right. That is the loudest plane I've ever heard in my entire life. Is the B1. I saw two of them do a flyover at opening day. I think it was opening day. It had to be opening day. Opening day at the Rangers, the Texas Rangers ballpark. And they were super low and super loud. Alright, next one in is Qantas. It's coming in from Sydney. It is just close enough to get a pretty good shot of. Oh, it is getting very heat hazy over on the runway. Good thing the flyover's not there. "20 days. It's nice of them to do that for you, Keith. I never saw an SR-71. But I wish I did. Alright, so not yet. He's still turning out there. Still turning out there. So if you're following on and along on ADS-B exchange, if you look south east of the island, there's a generic plane icon out there doing loops. That's one of the F-22s. That's one of the ones we're waiting on. Yeah, plane crazy Mikey. Unfortunately, back then, I was still into planes back then, but I was broke. I couldn't go anywhere, so I limited my plane spotting to random trips to DFW. I think they're coming. There they are. There they are. All right. Well, that was cool. I like the angle from this way better than the angle for the December 7th. That the camera went almost 360. It was crazy. I was leaning so far over I thought I was gonna fall. Well, that was great, guys. I'm glad you were here to share that with me. I'm glad we were able to experience that together. That's would say it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but it's a once-a-year experience for around here. They do another flyover of Pearl Harbor in December, so we'll be back again to catch that, and that'll be on December 7th. That one goes from the water over Pearl Harbor from left to right in this shot. All the car alarms went off just now. Thank you, Jen. So I'm not sure how long they're gonna stay up. They've been up quite a while with no tankers and no tanks. So we're gonna give them a few minutes, see if they come in to land, and then we'll pack it up for today. We're not gonna go very long today, but he is. Let's see, the lead one I think has disappeared off the thing, so I don't know where he is right now. But we're gonna give it a few minutes to see if they come back, and then we'll probably pack it up. Oh, you're welcome, Bill. Thanks for being here. So we got a minute. We're waiting for the we're waiting for those to come in. Let's try this. Let's play a little Reverse Ops presents Today in Aviation History, and other things I found interesting that also happened today that I found while looking for aviation stuff. So we're gonna try that out. Let's see what we got here. Whoa, that's the wrong. Am I going backwards? Oh, I am going backwards. In 1904, the Wright brothers made their first successful flight with the Wright Flyer 2. We're going to make 100 flights with that during 1904. In 1909, the Zeppelin LZ-5 sets an endurance record, completing a 600-mile trip in, guess how long? Guess how long? 600 miles in 38 hours. I can't believe that. I love dirigibles, but man, 38 hours in a dirigible, that might be a little tough. Our good friend Steve Rogers is back with 20 gifted memberships. That is amazing. Thank you very much, Steve. We've gone above and beyond today. Thank you very much. If you see your name there, please thank Steve. I think we got Network, who gifted a couple today earlier. Thank you. He received a membership, or they received a membership. Orbital, Lucy, Rosemarie, Felix, Kevin, Matt, Silver, Rightly, Raphael, Seneca. Is that Seneca? Disney, Danny, Angela, Tim, Morris, Ezra, Tony. Oh, Tony Rivers. All right. Schwab. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ossabug and German Monster X. Please join me in thanking our good friend Steve Rogers. That's amazing. That's 30 gifted memberships today. Thank you. Today is the birthday of Sally Ride, the first American woman in space. In 1970, the prototype my Russian's a little bad, Tupolev Tu-144 supersonic airliner reached the speed of 1,300 miles an hour, 1,335 miles an hour. Becoming the first commercial transport in the world to exceed Mach 2. On today in 1972, 53 years ago, Cessna built its 100th aircraft, first company to do so. And the last thing I have on my list is in 1983, Learjet 55 hit a speed record in its class, made it from Los Angeles to La Bourget in France, 5,655 miles, averaging 448 miles an hour. So I hope you guys enjoyed today in aviation history, or other things I found while looking for aviation stuff. So that Hawaiian that we just saw come in was coming in from Fukuoka. The next one we have coming in is coming in from Maui. It's a little smaller. It's a 717. Tim, come on out. The only problem is this is the only spot on the island they'll run you off for having a tent. Other than that, you're good. There is a hotel right over here that is walking distance from the airport. This one here. They claim that these rooms up here have an airport view, but I've never met anyone who stayed in them to see if they're able to see over all the terminal buildings. And Maybe one day I'll scope it out. But there's a hotel. There's a couple of hotels right next to the airport. You can come and hang out down here on Lagoon Drive with us. In fact, you don't even have to leave the airport to do plane spotting. Between the terminal and the gates on some of in Terminal 2, it's open air to the tarmac, so you can actually plane spot right from the terminal. Alright, so that doesn't sound like the 22s are coming back anytime soon. They must be getting some real work done while they're up there. Can't blame them for that. If I was in an F-22, you wouldn't get me coming down any sooner than I had to. So, Tim, that's the trick, though. Unfortunately, cheap and Hawaii accommodations don't necessarily go together. Oh, really, Brad? Fill me in. I want to know. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah, so I think we're gonna call it a day here today. We're gonna go have some lunch with Mrs. Reverse Ops here in a bit. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. By the time I pack up and everything, it'll be lunchtime for her. She eats earlier than me usually, but all I've had is a little tiny snack today. So me and Mrs. Reverse Ops, we had a banner day yesterday. Yesterday was a lot of fun. We went up the west side all the way to Yokohama and hung out at Yokohama for a good while. And then we came back. We stopped at Aulani. Aulani is the Disney resort thing. We snuck in there and pretended to be guests. Hung out on the balcony watching the world go by, watching the planes go overhead. Out there at Ko'olina, you've heard me mention 1,000 times in the stream that the planes are crossing over Ko'olina. So if you go out to Ko'olina, you can watch the planes go by, and that's just what I did. Had some Dole Whip. It was really good. Really good day. So we're going to try to finish that off today. We got one more day off, then we go back to work tomorrow. So stream news, just a thing. So stream news. Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much, Steve. Stream news. So no stream tomorrow because we did a stream today, but we will be back Thursday. Thursday we'll be down there. Hopefully we'll see some more jets depart, but we'll be down at the end of Lagoon Drive on Thursday. Saturday we'll be back here for Super Heavy Saturday. We'll start that about 6:45 in the morning or so. We'll run hopefully through the first A380 departure. There's only one on Saturday, so it's easy to see which one's first. But got a lot of cool stuff coming up. I got some not major channel announcements to do on Saturday, but it's some minor channel announcements on Saturday, so be sure you tune in for that. Just a little scheduling thing that we're doing. So tune in Saturday for that. But it was a lot of fun today. I really liked the vibe we had today. The view of the flyover was great. Hope you guys really did. But in all seriousness, though, give a thought to those today who went out to do something that most of us would not do. and gave their life and never came back so we could live the lives that we live. So if you don't need to spend your whole day, just give a thought to those. I'm sure everyone's got a relative or two that might have been in that situation. Just give a thought to those who did not come back, whether it's here in the Pacific or over in Europe or anywhere around the world. So that's why we do Memorial Day here in the United States, to remember those who did not come back. So thanks everyone again. It's been a banner day. I wish I could go back and read all the super chats and stuff again, but it's we would be here another hour. So I want to thank Steve the 20, and then the 10, and then the 10 the other day. So thank you very much. We got a lot of new members in the chat. I gotta work on that membership video now to add those new members to the membership video. I want to thank DW before we get out of here for 9 months of channel membership at the 717 level. Says Aloha Mods and Patrick's. Been here longer than 9 months, but I think you've been around since almost the beginning, haven't you, DW? I think. But thanks everyone again. Thanks to all the mods. I just finished this video up. Now I have to redo it, but that's good. It's a good thing to redo. It's a good thing to redo. Thanks everyone again. Thanks to all the channel members. Thanks to everyone who gave a little bit today. We had a lot of people with the super chats and super stickers today. Thank you very much. And then we had Robbie come in big. We had Aloha Mike come in super big. And then we had our good friend Steve come in big as well. Thank you very much to all of them. And we're not getting out of here yet. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. Hang out through the video because we got a C-17 taxiing. Don't go anywhere. We got a C-17 taxiing, so hang out through the video. We'll show the C-17 after the video's done. Ooh, I missed an emoji in there. My encoder doesn't like the emojis in some people's names, and it freaks out. So I missed one there. I know as soon as I start that video, a lot of people bail, and I see the numbers on YouTube. So I want to thank my reverse ops mods most of all: Kirsten, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Sydney, Brad, Josh, O'Malley Squared, and Jane. Thank you very much. All right, so we'll go back to the camera now, catch a little shot of the C-17 as it wanders down there. So we will make this the last plane of the day. So we'll just wait for it to get down to the reef runway. Alright, so okay. Yeah, you can tell today is a slow day. How few tails we have over here today. Logic tells you not to stream on a holiday, but I like streaming on a holiday. So it's especially the big holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving. I try to do a stream on those because I like the family camaraderie of hanging out with people in the stream on the holiday. It's a lot of fun. Oh, and are the F-22s coming back as well? All right. See, sometimes I babble along just long enough for cool stuff to happen. Oh. Let's flip over to the other. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on those F-22s. Looks like they're just off Cayena Point right now. So it looks like they might be 3 or 4 minutes out, maybe? You gotta grab the glove box Pop-Tart, just in case. I don't know, I can go forever without eating. Like, especially when we travel. If I travel solo, I'll go all day. Yeah. And I'll, like, at 10 o'clock at night, I'll be, oh, maybe I should eat something. Mrs. Reverse Ops, when we travel together, on the other hand, it's very regimented, very down to the minute. We got to eat now. Don't want anybody getting hangry. So what we need is that that C-17 to start moving before the F-22s get here, so I don't have to make a choice. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, we had one of those the other day. It was rather impressive. One of the fellow plane spotters caught one here a couple of weeks ago when we had the F-15s in for Century Aloha, where he caught a 4-ship with 2 F-22s and is that the Moana? Yeah, that's the Moana. Hello, Moana. Hello, Moana. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal. It's the second time I've sang that song this week. As you can tell, the wind is definitely picking up in the last hour or so. It's throwing me around in the back of the truck. So now we're going to keep an eye out. So, Brad, there used to be a bus before. I don't know if it's disappeared since Larry Ellison took over Lanai, but there used to be a bus that would go between the airport, downtown Lanai City, and the 2 resorts. It would make big loops of that for the people who were staying at the resorts. And if you weren't a resort guest, you could get on that bus all day for just $10. Now this was, 13 years ago or so when I was over there. Maybe even a little longer. But you might want to call the resort and ask if they still have that bus. If not, there is a rental car thing on the island. It's kind of funny. I called them to rent a car, and they told me they had none available. They were completely sold out. I just wanted it for the day, in the morning, return in the afternoon. And they told me they had none available. And I drove by there, and they had like 40 Jeeps on the lot. Okay, we need to get it in focus. There they are. So our good friend Gary, you might know him better as Local Boy 808, has sent a $2 super chat through PayPal that I missed. I'm sorry, Gary. Says, salute to the fallen heroes, including my two brothers. One who served for 27 years, 2 tours in Vietnam, Customs and Border Patrol. And sorry, it cuts off the last part of your message, but thank you very much, Gary. I really appreciate it. Alright, so I think that has got to be it. I think we're good. We've already run the video. So we're going to go eat some lunch. So thanks again. Aloha Mike, Brad, Heath, B Butcher, Robbie, Network, Sydney, O'Malley, Jonathan, Network again, Rainbow Love, Jane Chu, Network again, Rainbow Love again, Brad, Network, Michael, Fast Eddie, Steve, and Steve again. Thank you very much for all your support today. All the membership anniversaries are awesome. Thank you all the members. It's been a pretty crazy show. Lots of good stuff and lots of good people and lots of tremendous support. Thank you very much. We'll be back here on Tuesday, or sorry, not Tuesday. Scratch that. We'll be back here on Thursday. Do it all again. Hopefully we'll see some more Raptors. You guys have a great rest of your holiday. Even if you're not in the U.S., treat it like a holiday. Tell them Reverse Op said it's okay. We'll see you all on Thursday bright and early from about 2 miles in front of me. Everybody have a great rest of your holiday, great week. Be happy, be healthy, be good to each other. Aloha, everyone. Take care.